Hello, Mr. Lunch. How are you?
Hello. So you're still on the moon, huh?
Yeah. No, in Mars.
Oh, Mars, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
You made it pretty fast to get there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens today. Everything goes so fast today, right?
The rockets are fast.
Yeah.
How are you?
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Yeah.
Ready for Shabbos?
Yeah, also, you ready for Shabbos yet?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am.
Me too. Yeah. Where do you daven at? You go to Young Israel Friday night?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going tonight.
Okay.
I'm too tired.
Okay.
Harold,
Harold's there, huh?
I'm here.
jet lag?
So. What's behind you? Is that some kind of leaf with a?
It's on Mars.
That's the Earth. I'm on Mars. So Harold, how was your trip?
Very good, excellent, very nice,
Good.
very nice. It's
You see,
amazing what's going on there. It's just great. They're
see
building. Nuts.
You saw Johnny there?
Yeah, I saw Johnny. I saw Peter. I saw Uri Spiegelman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, how is Uri doing?
he's good. He's good. Looks great.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
looks great. He lives across the street from Peter.
He's retired, though. Ari Spiegel.
Yeah, he's retired. Yeah. He
Long
says
time.
he's working part-time. He reads different things, radiogram. He's doing something part-time. Some Manny Wasserman.
Oh, did he move there too?
Yeah, he lives there too. Harry Weissman.
Who is Wasserman, the dentist?
Yeah, the orthodontist.
Mhm.
Oh, good. My wife keeps saying to you, let's move, we gotta move.
It's not easy. You know, Yerushalayim is very hilly. You gotta, and the sidewalks are pretty dangerous. When it gets wet, everything is so slippery there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But generally living there is it's different than here. You know, you gotta go do doctors and you got everything's new.
Yeah, and I hear the medical system is not as good as you think. There's a lot of waiting.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
It's who
Like
you
in
know
England,
when you get in.
the same as in England.
Yeah, England, Canada, all that. You gotta wait.
Unless you know somebody, right?
Just don't get sick, and then you're okay.
Unless you have protection, then you can get in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everybody says. Oh, I know so and so. I know so and so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they only know the best, right?
Only the best.
Yeah.
Like Jackie Mason said, my doctor is so good, no one can see him. Nobody sees him. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
You can't get into him. He's not, nobody sees him. He's so good.
The second best, you have to wait 22 years, you know.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty expensive. The food's very expensive. The restaurants. I don't know how Israelis afford it.
Maybe
But
it's
it's
just
busy. Everyone's eating out.
Maybe it's just tourists go in there, right?
Maybe. I mean, the shows I went to, it's only Americans and Canadians.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a lot of British there now too. A lot of Brits are leaving.
Where'd you stay?
At the King David.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. There's Rafi Nissel there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Did you travel around the city? I mean, around the
Yeah,
country
we went
a
to
little bit?
Rosh Nikra. You ever go to Rosh Nikra?
Sure, right by the border. That's beautiful over there.
Right by
You went
Lebanon.
down-
Beautiful. Yeah.
They have an elevator that goes down to the caves and
Right. Yeah. The
that's
caves.
very nice. How'd you get? You took a bus or what? Or you get a car?
We had a driver who took us there and took us to Tzfat,
Oh, right.
a few other places. Yeah. So
Did
one
you-
day we
did-
did all of that.
Did you stay overnight there or you came back at
No,
night?
no, we went back. It's a very long day. It's like
It's a
2.5,
long day,
3
yeah.
hours to get there. Yeah.
Yeah, driving, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, good for you.
And one day we had a tour in the old city on the rooftops. It was very interesting.
Oh, it must have been good, no?
It was very interesting. You know, first of all, there's one yeshiva there. They were tefillin all day long.
Oh,
Yeah, all day because they say that's how the Gra wore. I don't know. And then they showed
Rashi, no, also, no, Rashi's daughters.
Rush's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, they were twin.
All day long.
I think so. Ernie would know.
Yes. Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
Yeah.
So
Laura,
what would I know?
they weren't filling all day long.
Who was that?
Chazal
Rashi?
wore tefillin, yes.
Rashi was it? Or
No,
his
Chazal.
daughters?
Chazal. They say Rashi had a daughter who wore tefillin.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on Tet Zayin 16.
Mm-hmm.
Mani Masnis and Rab Meirhi. Because the Rab Yudah lo shani le korban below shani le hakorban. Rab Yudah made no difference between whether you use the word korban or hakorban. And our Mishnah says there is a difference. Ema Seifa, la korban, lo ochel lecha muter. Gatnan, li korban lo ochel lecha Rab Meir oiser. V'am rabba nasa korban le korban ye lefichach lo ochel lecha. How can our Mishnah says mutter, and the other brisa says it's also like kasha hada amar lik korban. Then it would be a good ned there. Hada amar lo korban, because what you're saying is the lo havi korban korban. You're saying you don't want to make you don't want it to be a neder. You don't want to use the word korban. Okay, the next Mishnah deals with shvuas. Shvua loy oichelecha. I take a shvua that I'm not going to eat. Or hashvua she'oichelecha. Or lo shvua loy oichelecha. In all these cases, asur. Even according to Rav Meir. Because Rashi says, Rav Meir holds when it comes to a shvua, he does hold mikol michlal lavat hashomeahem. So the Gemara says, Michlal, the hashvur she'oichelecha implies the lo achil namashma, that you're not going to eat the loaf of bread. Reminu, I'll ask you a stira. Shvuo shtaim shein arba. There are two aspects of shvuos that are really four. If you say shvuo she'oichel or shvuo she'lo yoichel, or shvuo she'achalti in the past tense for shalochal. Now, midika omer shaloi oichal and she'achalti v'shalachalti michlal she'oichel achadachil namashma. It sounds like you're taking a shvua to eat the loaf of bread, not to eat it. Abrabaya she'oichel, the word saying shvua she'oichel depends on the context by which the shvua is taken. Shtei l'shonis mashma. They were pushing him to eat. The Omar achilna achilna. V'su shvua shoichel. And you take a shvua that I'll eat. In that context, the achilna mash. When you say shvua shoichel, it implies you're taking a shvua to eat. Aval Omar lo achilna lo achilna. But if you say, no, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to eat. And V'su Omar shvua shoichel is D'lo yachilna ka'omar. That's taking a shvua not to eat. Rav Ashi gives a different teretz. Rav Ashi Omar she'oichel, that lashon, really you should define to mean she'i oichel ka'omar, that I'm not going to eat. Im came pshita ma'ila. So then, if you've just defined the terms, then what's a chiddush? Ma'od is same, or maybe I would have thought make him lishnehi the iskele. You purposely had language that would trip people up. He really wanted to say, I want to eat, but he said, Ioichel. So the Kamash Malon that she'oichel means oichel, it means not to eat. Now, Abaya lo amar tam kravashi, the lo ktani she'i oichel. It never said in the Mishnah oichel. It said she'oichel. Ravashi nadi min tam dabai. Ravashi sort of went away from the reason of Abai Ksavar. Shaloi oichel nami mashmash telashoyim. He understands that the word shaloi oichel will also depend on what the context is. They were telling him to eat, and he kept on saying, I don't want to eat, I don't want to eat. And then he takes an oath. Then it doesn't make a difference. The word there, achilna, implies to eat. And therefore, if he says lo achilna, it means not to eat. He can give the same teretz if he said shvur shelo yechel, implying shvur de lo yechel nakoma. He's taking a note not to eat. Elatana Pascha, the Tana wrote she'oichel, which means dachil namash, which means you're taking a note to eat. Vishaloi oichel is loy oichel mashma. So you got to be clear in your language. Mishnah. Zeh chomer b'shvuos mi'ven nedarim. There's an aspect to oaths that are more stringent than vows. The chomer b'nedarim b'shvuos. There are aspects to vows that are more stringent than oaths. Ketzah. Omar koinem sukkah shani ois. Koinem is a lashon of neder. And you say, I take a neder, I'm not going to build a sukkah. Or lulav shani noitel. Or I'm not going to shake a lulav. Or koinem tefillin shani mania. Banedorim osur. It's osur for you to use these chafetzim. The lashon of the neder will have a chalois. And in order to use the sukkah or the lulav or the tefillin, you'll have to be matir neder. But b'shvuas, if you take a shvua, then the shvua doesn't take hold. She'ein yishborin laver lamitzvahs. We've already been mushba v'oime bar Sinai, and you can't take a shvua on something that had a chalois already. Choymer implies that mechlal de nederhu. By saying mutter, it implies that the neder wasn't taken. So I say for the idich babak tani. It goes back to the previous Mishnah. Shvua sha'ani yoshe. We talked about taking an oath that I'm not going to sleep. She'eni medaber she'eni ma'alech. There it's usher. Zeh chomer b'shvush b'nedarim. That's usher only min rabbana, but it's not chal min Torah. And in that way, shvuos are more chomer than nedarim, because by nedarim it wouldn't even chal min rabbana. But chomer b'nedarim b'shvuos ketzah. There are aspects of nedarim that are more stringent than shvuos. Rav Kana Masi Amar Gidlam Rav Rav Tavyubi Masi Amar Gidlam Shmuel. Minayin shein yishbon laver la mitzvahs. You can't take a shvua not to do a mitzvah. Talmud loymar lo yachel dvaro. Dvaro lo yachel. That means if he takes an oath not to eat a loaf of bread, which is a personal thing, that he can answer on himself. But mechalhu, but he can violate if he says, I take an oath not to put on tefillin. You're allowed to put on tefillin. Now, Maishna Neder, Dechsiv, Ish Kidor Neder Lashem Lo Yachel Dvaro. L'chora, it says the same lashon by Neder. Luanami Aksiv O Yishavash Lashem Lo Yachel Dvaro. So Omer Abaya, Hada Omer Hanoah Sukkah Alai. If a person says, I I swear off the hana, the pleasure I'm going to have from the sukkah. So there'll be a chalois of the neder, even if it's a mitzvah. However, Adam shvur shlo ye'enem in a sukkah. I take an oath, I'm not going to benefit from the sukkah. You can't take an oath against something that you're chayiv to do. But Rava says, I'm Rava, mitzvahs lenis nitnu. But hano has nothing to do with mitzvahs, so that can't be the reason. If you say, I'm not going to sit in the sukkah, versus shvur shelo eishri basukkah. So a neder of yeshiva sukkah alai would take a hold. But if you take a shvur not to sit in the sukkah, that would not take hold. Where is the source that you can't take a shvua to violate a mitzvah? From the following, the Tanya. I might think that a person could take a shvua to mevatel a mitzvah, and you be chayiv for taking a shvua shav. You're taking a shvua to do good or bad. It's only something like eating a loaf of bread, something that is for personal use. Afara l'shus. Not to eat. If you take a shvua to mevatel a mitzvah and you would not mevatel it, it's not considered in your rishus. Levatola. You're not over mishum shvuas bitu. So you need two psukim. Chad kol lemifter mikorban shvua. One lahara leitiv comes to tell you you're not going to bring a korban. The chad lemifteri from the law, the shvua, and whatever, you wouldn't even trigger the law. Okay, we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll learn Daf Yomi at 7 p.m. right before the Navi Shir at 7:30.